morning. My name is Dr. Kenny, and I'm so happy to be here. Today, the day the Lord has made, I will be glad and I will rejoice in it. So, we've been talking about low self esteem on our Hello Greatness series. I started some days ago and we talked about the definition, some signs, some root causes, and we started to share about how we can boost our self-esteem. I talked about practicing gratitude, positive affirmation. Today I'll be sharing some tips that would also help us in this journey. One of the tips I would like to begin with today is having godly and positive association. This is so important. Show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. Show me your friend, I will tell you what you are thinking, because you actually like attract like. So if you're among people who are not going anywhere, that's the way you are, that's the state of your mind, that's the state of your thinking. Do we get it? So if you move around people who are negative, you will be negative. If you move around people who are not going anywhere, you also will not go anywhere. If you move around people who are afraid to do new things, try new things, dream, become, to grow and come out of their comfort zone, you will always be at the back. You will not be able to launch ahead, because iron sharpeneth iron. If you believe you're an iron, you look for another iron and you will sharpen each other. Have you met an iron and a wood together? What association does an iron have with a wood? That is why you are blunt. Because even if you're an iron and you move around with people who have a wood state of mind, you cut them off and you keep cutting, keep encouraging, and they make you blunt and they are not even going anywhere at the end of the day. Do we get it? So this is why it's so important that you choose your association carefully. Choose your association carefully. Another tip is for us to I think it's getting noisy, but please stay with me. Another tip is practicing self-compassion. Self-compassion, very important. When you practice self-compassion, it helps you, heal. It helps you, understand yourself. It helps you comfort yourself. It helps you encourage yourself. Bible says David encouraged himself in the Lord. When you practice self-compassion, it's more like it's like when a friend calls you up and tells you, oh, Penny, I failed an exam today. I feel so bad, I feel so defeated. What do you tell that friend? I'm sure you encourage that friend. You go out of your way to encourage your friend. You tell your friend, oh, maybe the friend's name is Femi. Femi, don't worry, you failed this exam. Don't worry, God is there. God is on the throne. Just read more, just do this, just do that. You try your best to encourage that your friend so much. In the morning you send out your friend text messages, you even pray for that friend, you believe in that friend so much. But when it comes to us, us personally failing an exam, we become so hard on ourselves. Not just exam, maybe anything in life, however simple. Maybe you didn't perform up to what you expect. The way we go about beating up ourselves and becoming so hard on ourselves, it even relates to how we relate to God. You do something and you ask God for forgiveness. You believe He has forgiven you, but you don't believe. You get it? You believe, but you don't believe. And so that's why you feel that you cannot relate to God, because God can't just forgive me just like that. I have to work for it. So you have this beating myself, guilt conscious, and they are all boiled out of low self-esteem. Do we get it? And that is why when you practice self-compassion, you are actually reaching out to your inner self. You are exalting your inner self. You are esteeming your inner self. You are ministering to your inner self. You are encouraging your inner self, just like David. For example, okay, yeah, I failed the exam. Self-compassion will teach me to tell myself, Kende, I know you didn't do well in this exam. I know you are expected so much. Don't worry, you are going to do fine. You're going to put in your best. You're going, and you keep talking to yourself. And by the time you keep doing that, you say ideas will come. Ideas will come. Inspiration will come, because you are not so hard on yourself. And the mind is a very delicate thing, that it answers to who speaks and what speaks to into it. And so we have that chance to be able to channelize that negative feeling into positive one. When you practice self-compassion, you are not so hard on yourself. You are not so hard on yourself. You encourage yourself. It is not self-pity. Self-pity makes you stay on the floor. Oh, I'm so alone in this world. Kende, you have suffered. That is self-pity. But self-compassion says, Kende, I know you didn't do well in this exam. I know you feel alone right now, but don't worry. God is with you. You're going to be fine. You are speaking to yourself, because if you do not speak to yourself, nobody will speak to you. You have to drag yourself from the miry clay. Let the Lord help you. You have to tell you, agree with God. Stand up. Go and write that exam again. Believe in yourself that you can achieve it. You can do it. You can go to places. You can do what God has called you out to do. That is, how you build your self-esteem. You have to build it, because, come on, guys, we are confronted with a lot of negativity, in this part of the world, Africa especially. And so for you to be able to come out on top, you will need to fight your way through low mindset, self-limiting ideology, and push through it, and come out there. Do we get it? Another tip that will help is you discovering your purpose. Find your purpose. Find what you have been called out to do. Find what God has called you. Find your passion. What are you passionate about? What are you passionate about? Mind you, I need to clarify this. I am not saying that you should find the gift at the expense of you feeling. I don't know how to put it. Okay, yeah. We have some celebrities who are doing famous things, they are doing great things. But at the end of the day, by the time they come back to their eating and their closet, they feel awful, they feel bad. It's like the fame and all the success cannot cover up the inner void they are feeling. That's why some of them takes into drugs and alcoholism and so many other things. And we feel they are successful, whereas they are really feeling hot. That is not the kind of, that is not the ideal that I'm trying to sell there. The idea is, when you find your purpose, it means that you have found the essence of living. You are living more than out of your normal self, into reaching into other lives and being a blessing to other people. You are not thinking of yourself, you are thinking of other people. And for you to be able to get to that height of it means that you are so healthy that you now become a healthy river that flows from yourself to another life. And that's the essence of living. I hope you can still hear. I know it's getting noisy, but stay with me. I will continue tomorrow. I will talk more about this tomorrow. I want you to know that Jesus loves you and I love you. Jesus loves you more and you rock. Bye.